If I was a billionaire who had politicians in my pocket, and I didn't want the general public reading up on this, I would pay to have media injected into the public in the form of conspiracies, injected with half truths, to keep people invested in those stories so they're not invested in finding out who their state senators are. So while you're over here going down the rabbit hole of witches and lizard people, your politicians have been in the same position for years collecting millions of dollars off of the people in your state. And you think you're not drinking the Kool-Aid. If I was
All praises to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostle elders in New York, GMS, and salutation to you, Akron Well, teaching the truth, and shalom to you, serious sisters. My name is Maya Ka'ala Button Cat, Chicago branch of Great Millstone. All right, my channel, I'm on Instagram, not Instagram, I'm on TikTok. That's much of my videos I've done most of the time, but I'm just going to bring it here on YouTube since it's going to be a little bit longer. All right, so, right here, well, I'm assuming that this is a Israelite woman. All right, so she is responding to this guy where he just said they're all Freemasons or Jesuits or Eastern Star, which they're all related, but you think that's a coincidence. All right, so she's saying, oh, this is just basically a distraction to keep you knowing the truth, but this is how these people, this is how they stay in power. All right, how they stay in power, they keep each other in power. All right, they show favoritism toward each other. They look out for each other, man. All right, and they're united. Okay, and some of them they are related, man. Are related to if you're not a part of that, those 13 bloodlines, you're not gonna get in. All right, if you're not part of the Boule, which are their lapdogs, you're not gonna be part of the system. It's just the cold hard truth, man. So she got right here.
You know what? That's a great question. Let's talk about protecting America.
All right, so let me get a scripture before I go into that. All right, it says right here, Isaiah. Let me see, Isaiah 29:15. It says, "Woe unto them that see deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, their works are in the dark, and they say, who see or who knows?" And this is what the Illuminati means, illuminate one, those in the know. All right, that's all that means, man. All right, this woman is, this so-called black woman is foolish, man. All right. Says right here, Proverbs 9:13, foolish woman is declaring she is simple and knoweth nothing. All right, so she's simple, man. All right, so you look at her site now, she trying to scoff at the guy. And I looked on the site, he ain't say nothing about no anything about no lizard people, anything, man. So she got right here, Save Democracy Vote. Save Democracy Vote, November 2022. Black Lives Matter. We all know who runs that. All right. So basically, she's trying to use a system that's basically set up as a failure for the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, trying to use it to defeat these people that set up the system that was rigged. I mean, that makes no sense, man. All right, this is right here, Job chapter 14, verse 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. All right, so how you going to fight the system that is corrupt and rigged with itself? I mean, it just don't make no sense, man. All right, these people, they set up the laws and everything. All right, and yes, you have to be a part of them in order to prosper here, man. All right, it says right here, Wisdom Psalm chapter 2, verse 10. It said, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the laws, just for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. All right. And it's talking about the Israelites right here, man. Oppress the poor, righteous man. All right. For that's really to be found nothing worth. All right. Okay. All right. So the system is rigged, man. All right. People conspired to do that. All right. People conspired to pass unrighteous decrees, laws. All right. In politics, people conspired to take America from the so-called Native Americans, which are the tribe of Gad, from them and murder and unalive them. All right, stripped their identity. People conspired to bring the so-called Negroes, all right, from Spain to Portugal, Africa, here to the America for hardcore slavery, and people conspire to put various laws to keep them in a low state. All right. Black Wall Street or the Green, I believe it's called the Greenville Financial District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It didn't burn itself down. All right, Doom is burning down, man, because they didn't want the Israelites to prosper. The so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans to prosper, man. You know, okay. I mean, these guys right here, they're not talking about fried pickles and fried Twinkies and how was that was the secret to KFC with the coleslaw and this and that. They not talking about. They talking about they setting up a system. All right, basically they planted things like 150 or even 500 years down the road, man. All right. Now they do distractions such as the Will Smith slap. You know, another thing that um with that DL and Monique situation. Monique sold out, man. She part of the system too. DL that other distractions, man. Or yeah, the Kanye West versus Kim Kardashian and forgot that guy on SNL Saturday Night Live, which isn't funny anymore. All right. But these the guys that pull out the distractions. Now they do stuff with that, but now they also are Freemasons and Bohemian Grove members, Skulls and Bones. They into that, man. I mean, here's the proof is in the pudding, man. I mean, all right. In ancient times, this was in the open on the worship of these deities like Moloch and etc. etc. But now it's on the low is hidden. That's why it's called a cult. The cult means hidden. All right. I mean, this ain't no coincidence, man. This is who rule over you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites, man. The base of all men, it says in Job, man. This is what they do, man. All right. And that Alec Jones, he part of this too. All right. That little guy right there, there's a Freemason pose right there. Had his hand in the jacket. All right. You can't you gotta accept the whole truth, man. All right. I was gonna say, I don't believe in conspiracy theories when these people are conspiring to keep you down. All right now they're conspiring to what? Try to say their own tales, man, because they know that Yahweh sending Yahweh Shai and the holy angels, Yahushua, so-called black man, the one everybody even called Jesus. And the angels are the ones up in those chariots, so-called UFOs. They're ready to um, put lasers on this place, man. Which is called America, a.k.a. Babylon, a.k.a. Egypt, man. To bring these guys down, man. You want these guys to rule over you, man. Look at them, man. Look at all this weird stuff they doing. All right, well, you think your kids come up missing every year and all that because of these guys? All right, use them in pagan ritual magic, pagan rituals, magical rituals and stuff, man. And she thinks she's doing something. Really, she's working for them. This right here. That's a so-called Negro child, a so-called Negro midget. All right, you guys, man. Look at the guys in this world. Look at the guys in the dress and everything. These are all your politicians, senators, all this stuff. Try to get that picture. I try and find a picture. It looks like Flip Wilson in it. Try to hurry up and find it, but I can't find it. I'll just put up next time. This lock my nephew playing Call of Duty. Mandalay Camp. This is the truth that people don't want to accept. All right. These people didn't get in power by getting straight A's, and definitely not George Bush Jr. They didn't get straight A's. You know, they stayed out of jail, didn't commit any crimes. You know, they didn't do any recreational stuff. You know what I mean? All right, they live a straight edge life. You know, they went to church and all this stuff, and you know, they worked hard. They got promoted. No, man, these people had these organizations such as Baby Gold, Freemason, Eastern Stars. All right, to do favor each other, keep each other in power, man, to keep you out, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and also the low of their people, the Joes, Hispanic, Edomite, man. Idumean. All right. I guess I can't find it, you know. All right. So, you know, you just, you know, she lost, man. All the rest of the people lost. I'm going to show their comments. Hold on. Let's show how clueless these people are, man.
You know what?
And
That's a
that's why
great question.
Yahushua called the congregation of the dead. These people are dead, man. I grew up in South Central Los Angeles. I'm more afraid of police than any gang. Well, police is a gang. Let me see. right on, sister. These people, man, what they talking about? All right, let me see. That was a great comeback. Comeback for what? You knocked that apart. Thank you for your content because it was blah blah blah. People are clueless, man. Let me see. This is not it. Yeah, it's not what I'm looking for.
Stop. What the hell?
Let me see. Try and get to the comments. This is Salakia. Inshallah, see, just thank the Most High that you in His truth. All right.
If I was a
All right, it's this story here. All right. Thank you. I always tell people we don't need conspiracy. The truth is that, okay, but why are you wearing diapers over your face and being forced to take an insertion upon you? I mean, who came up with that? Good Lord, finally get tired of these red people stay woke, believing their strategies. Okay, well we gonna see pretty soon when they make that digital rights official and march you down to the guillotines. All right. We're gonna see. My grandfather was a Freemason. It's a club. It's not a secret. Well, your grandfather is in the lows of Freemason. He's not the one that's at Bohemian Grove. And to show how ignorant you people are. Folks aren't ready for that conversation like you. And let's see what this guy's website. I'm just curious. Let me get on here. Anyway, no bio yet. He don't go into that, but he's still lost.
Billionaire who had politicians in my pocket, and I didn't.
Still lost. All right. Anyway, let me see. All right. You're not going to vote your way out of. It's basically just to break it down. It's basically you're expecting clean water, but you're still drinking polluted water. You expect to get healthy by drinking polluted water. All right. Does these people think? All right. All these politicians, everything, they any secret organizations, and they doing a bid in the secret organizations to keep you Israelites out and keep their own people that's on a low level out. Yeah, there's no single judgment in the world, just rich people there not hiding it. Well, they did. They do things to hide. They're not going to outright say, well, I'm a Freemason or, I'm part of Bohemian Grove. Or I'm an Eastern Star Jesuit. If they not had it, why don't they just declare it? Say, hey, I like to think when they take their awards, they get the awards every year for whatever they do. Hey, I like to thank the Bohemian Grove. I like to thank the Freemason. I like to thank the Eastern Stars. I like to thank the Jesuits. How come they don't do it? All right, you people lost, man. But there's enough of this. Show one.